How y'all doing? It's Dave Duford at Final Expense Agent Mentor at feagentmentor.com. And in today's recording, we are talking about using final expense avatar leads and how effective they are, and what better way to do that and actually talk to somebody who's used my final expense avatar leads and can share his results. So today I'm introducing Loyd out of the Southeast. Say hello, Loyd.
Hello, everyone. Glad to be here.
Excellent. And what we're going to do in this short discussion is just talk about the basics of avatar leads and how they work and what Loyd's thought about it. So the first question I have for him is just for him to give us, if you don't mind, Loyd, a nuts and bolts breakdown on the numbers that you were able to produce from the avatars that you purchased, meaning, if you don't mind me explaining, for example, how many contacts you got, how many appointments you got, but most importantly, how many sales you made production-wise, and compared that to how much you spent. And I'll let you take it from here.
Sure. Well, I ended up with 30 leads. Out of those, I've so far been able to contact 26 of those folks. Out of the 26 contacts, I made 15 appointments, and out of the appointments, I forgot to write down how many actual presentations I did. I think it was probably about 11 or 12 presentations out of those appointments so far. Wrote 6 apps with a total of 3,307 AP. So as far as the numbers on that, I was very pleased with that.
Right.
I ended up with right at it. Well, I didn't figure it exactly right around, I think, a 15-to-1 ROI, which is better than usual. So I was happy with that.
Yeah, and those are awesome numbers. And just out of curiosity, Loyd, if you listen to my videos, if anybody listens to my videos, final expense, we door knock and we set appointments. Some agents do one or the other. Some agents do both. So I'm just curious, out of those appointments, how did you set those appointments? Were those over the phone? Did you see them, and did you just randomly knock them, or do both? Just kind of curious.
Those are all over the phone. I typically try to call the leads within 24 to 48 hours after I get them, so they're still fresh in their minds. I haven't door knocked any of these yet. I will eventually if I don't make contact with all of them. So if I have to, I'll door knock. I don't typically go out and do that on a daily basis.
Gotcha. Cool. Okay. So second question here. People listening to this audio are going to be curious as to what kind of reception they received from the leads themselves. So I'm curious just to kind of get an overall view from you, more specifically, for example, when you made the call, how much of that did they remember? Did they remember making the call? Did the reminders help if they didn't quite recall? And just to get an overall reception or opinion on how the leads were when you were setting them.
Sure. I think I would say it was similar to most regular telemarketed leads that I get that are decent leads. Some did remember, some didn't. And everyone, of course, is a little guarded at first, but more friendly as the call progresses. So if we establish a little bit of rapport, definitely the favorite hobby or the reminders help. You can almost feel them relax when that's mentioned.
Really?
And helps with the rapport, and so the conversation can continue.
Right. Absolutely. Good. So, okay. And then, of course, I just got done cutting another testimonial with another agent out of the Northeast. And, I'm an agent just as much as I'm a guy that sells leads and recruits agents and all that. And I know, and I'm sure you do too, that lead vendors are like the scum of the earth and then the final expense business. So I'm always very sensitive when I talk to somebody giving me a testimonial or overview, what your experience was like as far as working with me. Did you feel like I was receptive? Did I get back to you in a timely manner? Hopefully just to give the people listening to this kind of a sample of what it's like to deal with me.
Yes, this was actually the first Avatar leads that I had ordered. I've done a lot of telemarketer leads before, but it's always been the live telemarketer. So I appreciated you had a real good explanation of the leads on your website and on the, I believe it was on the order page. But anyway, I got a good feel for how they worked. So it was an easy online order, a couple of emails to set up the counties to work. So no problems whatsoever in getting the order placed. I was happy with that.
Great, great. And last question here to summarize. Just curious to get an overall conclusion of, do you feel based on your experience if you'd buy again or not, and then and why do you feel that way?
I definitely going to try some more of them. One reason is, I mean, this is a fairly small sample to get an overall feel of how
Sure.
Avatar leads are in general. But I mean, I had one. There was a few things that skewed the numbers that may not be typical. I had a larger than usual app for I think it was like $1,238 on one lady that wanted to get a higher than usual final expense policy. So
Right.
And then I had a couple of I actually wrote three of the Move Children's Whole Life
Yeah.
apps off of that. Actually, I just counted that as one app because they were all on the same app. So technically, I guess I could have said I had 8 apps on there. But
Sure.
so there was a little bit on everything. Nothing works on the average, but I feel like I need another order or two just to get a real feel for what the average numbers are going to be. I was real happy with this one, so we'll see what goes around the next time.
Yeah, and I agree with you. As an agent, you know, I can think back to countless times when I tried new leads. You know, you want to try out a couple of batches. You know, if you're working direct mail, you really need to do 50 to 100 leads. You know, avatars are kind of the same thing. Because like you said, you can hit it out of the park in one batch and then, you know, do mediocre on the next. And it's kind of the average that really makes a difference. So, yeah, these are no different from anything else. So, very good. All right. Well, Loyd, I appreciate your time and just giving us your perspective. And if you are listening to this and you are interested in the Avatar leads and like to try them, it's very easy to place an order and kind of try them out for yourself. What you need to do is go to my website. It's www.feagentmentor.com. Once you get there, at the top of the web page, you'll see in the navigation bar, Buy Avatar Leads. Click on that. That'll take you to the same page that Loyd described just a moment ago with all the details and information and videos on how the Avatar Leads work. Once you're interested in placing an order, scroll down. You'll see the PayPal box. You can go ahead and process it easily that way. And then after that, we'll correspond and set up the counties in the areas that you'd like to target. If you've got any questions, the easiest way to post a question is just simply go to the bottom of this YouTube video, or if you'd like to go to my website and leave a comment on the Avatar page that I just directed you to, or just simply reach out to me via the contact box. That'll be fine too. Other than that, Loyd, thank you so much for your business and as well as your time. I know you're very busy. And I hope you have a great day. Thanks again.
Okay, thanks a lot.